A candle is lit, a cold one is cracked, and welcome to the very first ever Quarter Life Crisis Club. Try saying that 10 times fast. Honestly, try saying that 2 times in a row without messing it up. Anyways, welcome and thank you for joining me. I am McKenna and I just wanted to introduce myself and let you know what is up with Quarter Life Crisis Club. I am 25 years old, which is exactly a quarter of a century, hence the name Quarter Life Crisis Club. That is planning on and banking on the fact that I live to be 100 years old. The fact that I'm doing this right now at age 25 just means I have to live till 100. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah, so Quarter Life Crisis Club. As we know, your 20s and your young adulthood is a time of confusion, excitement, so many changes, both positive and negative. And it's not uncommon to feel like you have no idea what's going on or you have no idea what you're doing. And that what you are doing is the wrong thing. So trust me when I say I know what that's like. And if you don't know what you're doing or what's going on or what the future holds, come take a seat next to me because I am right there with you and we're going to figure it out together. So with that being said, I just want to give a quick rundown on some immediate stress relievers and things that I like to do when I'm feeling kind of like flustered, frazzled, stressed out, like I'm going to be an adult having an actual temper tantrum sort of situation. So first things first is I just like to take a couple deep breaths and pause and think about what's going on. I was watching a podcast, actually, I don't remember who said this, but I'll get back to you. I'll insert it right here after I do a little research. But they said that they like to picture themselves as a grown adult throwing a temper tantrum and actually crying like a baby and being like, I'm so upset, I'm having a temper tantrum, and doing that, and like honestly pausing and thinking and like hearing yourself talk like an actual baby and act like an actual baby. I don't know, something just makes it a little bit lighter and just kind of gets you thinking about what's going on and why you're acting that way and if that's justified. I'm not saying that your I'm not saying that your emotions and feelings aren't justified, but sometimes, speaking for myself, I let my emotions kind of run rampant and get the best of me, and I act amok when things are stressful. So what I like to do before I do anything else is just pause and take a deep breath. I feel like I'm gonna rip these leaves having them here, but yeah. Pause, take a deep breath, relax for just a second, and think about what's going on. Second, if possible, if I'm in a place where I have my journal, a pen, a few minutes, and can just, that's my S Pen for my phone, not an actual pen, but a pen, sit down, and then just do a brain dump. Write everything I'm thinking down that page and just boom, word vomit. That way it's not stuck up in your brain and you aren't just pushing that onto someone else, whether that be your partner, your roommate, whatever. But just dump it all out on that page. I'm feeling this way because I feel like this blank. I XYZ PDQ. Yeah, just get it all out on the page, and trust me, within 5 minutes of doing a quick little brain dump journal sesh, you will feel so much better. I know a lot of people who do morning pages or night pages, which specifically is like a journal sesh in the morning or the night. Pretty self-explanatory. But to just kind of set the tone for the day or just wrap up the day and just make sure your brain and everything is completely empty before you lay down to go to sleep at night. So definitely recommend that. I also recommend doing just like a little gratitude journal. I have been doing that in the daytime. I know a lot of people who just write down a couple words, a phrase, whatever. Honestly, do whatever works for you. I like to write down just 3 things, boop, 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 bullets of what I'm grateful for. Grateful for. So for example, today I wrote down aromates. These keep me alive. A simple little joy for me is cracking open one of these babies. 2, nail polish. One of my favorites from Ruth Polish. And a great self-care activity, just focusing on something small for 10, 15 minutes, 45 minutes if you're like me and fuck up one nail 6 times. But it can just be a great distraction from the real world and your problems and issues that are going on at the moment. And then I also wrote down movement. I've been recently getting back into going to the gym, and it just really feels good to get up, move my body, give my body some motion, exercise, love and affection, and just really sets the tone for the day. I go to the gym in the morning time. Honestly, the first thing I do when I wake up, grab a granola bar, grab some water, grab my headphones, and out the door. It just works better for me to go to the gym right away rather than laying in bed and feeling just a little bit lazy or more relaxed and just kind of staying warm and cozy. But it just helps me to just get up and get it done with in the daytime. And then by the time I'm done, I'm like, bitch, it's only 10 a.m. and I have already gotten a workout in. And I feel great. So movement, gratitude journal, 2 things that always help me feel better when I'm feeling stressed, flustered, etc. Another stress reliever of mine is to do something that takes my mind off of what I'm doing or what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, just completely. And that for me lately has been just whipping up a meal and doing some cooking. I have never been someone that's liked to cook, has known even how to cook. Like before this last month or so, I can make shepherd's pie, Thanksgiving yams and Thanksgiving green bean casserole, grilled cheese, and biscuits and gravy. Those are like the top 5 things that I could actually make. But I started getting a HelloFresh box, which comes with all the ingredients that you need to create a meal. Everything all portioned out, as you can see right here. And then it comes with the exact amount that you need of said item. So like say it needs green onions, carrots, potatoes. It comes with just exactly that. So I've really been enjoying whipping up the meals that I've ordered and then just standing there and chopping vegetables. Bum, 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 bum. Like it just is so relaxing to me. Just doing a mundane task or a task that is really repetitive and takes your complete focus. Like you don't want to be thinking about, oh my God, what's going to happen to me next week? What's going on right now? Because you don't want to be thinking about, oh, what's going to happen to me in 2 weeks or what's going to go on with school or my job, because when you're thinking about that and your mind is wandering, that's when you're going to chop off a finger. So you don't want to do that. Oh, also side note, I have my dog right here, so if you see me reaching over and scratching, I'm messing with her while she's sleeping. Another thing that I've found that has reduced my stress, helped my stress out, is owning houseplants, you guys. Like owning houseplants and just checking on them, watering them, pruning them, getting rid of dead leaves, etc., 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 is such a great way to take your mind off of whatever you're thinking about and whatever you're going through. Like just focusing on taking care of something else and just focusing on a task for whatever amount of time. And the more houseplants you get, the longer it takes and the longer you're distracted from XYZ, whatever. yeah, houseplants definitely a great stress reliever, and it gives you something to look forward to and something to check up on. I love coming out to my living room in the morning when the sun's peeking through, which I've been trying to get up at sunrise the last like week or so because daylight savings has made the days feel so short. I actually calculated it out a few days ago, and in Washington state, you actually get 9 hours of daylight. The sun rises at about 7 a.m. and it is gone by about 5 p.m. Like right now, it's barely even 6 and it's completely dark. But rising with the sun is another one. You just kind of take advantage of the day. Just talking about rising with the sun got me distracted. But rising with the sun and then just coming out to the living room and checking for a new growth on my plants just makes me so happy and brings me so much joy and has become such a nice part of my routine in the morning. And just routines, having a routine and like something that you look forward to and that gives you joy throughout every single day is so important. Whether that be for just 5 minutes while you make up your morning coffee or your matcha, while you sip it, whatever, stretching, taking a bath, which is a big one for me. I am such a bath person. I don't know, like they just don't even compare it to showers. Like sitting in a tub full of like bath salts or bubbles while a candle's going, boy smells less. Oh my god, I love you for bath time. Is so relaxing. Just having those little morning rituals, evening rituals, rituals and routines all throughout the day for you to look forward to is so important. Another immediate stress reliever is to just throw on a face mask. Got a couple of my favorites right here. We have RENEE ROULEAU Detox Mask, super gentle and just something nice to throw on while chilling in the bathtub and relaxing. Hydrobiome from PORE is another one of my favorites. But self-care is just really important to me. Taking care of myself, relaxing is just a way that I personally can make myself feel better when I'm going through. And I think it's so important to just listen to yourself and listen to your body when they're like, hey, when it's like, hey, I just need a minute. Just listen to it and take care of yourself. Oh, this makes me so sad to even look at it in this empty of a state. But RENEE ROULEAU Triple Berry Smoothing Peel, another one of my favorites. Favorite time to do face masks, like I just said a second ago, is bath time. I love to just put one of these on. Another one of my favorites, Purity Simple Mask. Put one of these on, turn on some YouTube or just Hulu or whatever, something that I'm watching, and just relax. OLEHENRIKSEN Cold Plunge Pore Mask. Shift your focus and your energy to something else time-consuming and something else that needs 100% of your undivided attention, which could be reading a book, two of which I've got my nose into right now, and Midnight Sun. Midnight Sun, the next installation, newest installation in Twilight series. If you're not into oh my goodness. If you're not into reading, another really good activity or something to do that takes your mind off of whatever, puzzles. If you're like me and are not really much of a puzzle person to begin with, doing a puzzle will be super time consuming, hard as fuck, so it'll take you double as long as the average human, therefore distracting you for even longer. So it's a perfect activity if you're good at them or even if you're bad at them like me. One of the best things for my stress and anxiety levels was having Animal Switch given to me as a birthday gift. Honestly, it's like a puzzle, just a escape from the real world and everything all in one. I'm just like trying to run over to the coolest part of my island because I want to show you guys. It's a work in progress, to say the least, but I was trying to make it kind of like Halloween Town themed. After gathering up all of the things for Halloween, I just didn't want to get rid of it. And it's mushroom season. I'm so excited. Something I've been looking forward to forever. Like, going off of what I said, just having little simple things to look forward to throughout your day to day. You just have to romanticize your life and make everything just exciting and worth doing and worth waking up for. I'm like trying to play by looking down, but yeah, we have, oh shit. Alright, that didn't work out well. I'm just going to show you real quick. Pumpkin patch. I would love to make episodes of Quarter Life Crisis Club a weekly thing and tackle a new part of being in your 20s in a global pandemic every single week, and just making sure people like me don't feel alone and like they feel like they have others who are going through the same thing as them. Remember that nothing is forever and no one has it figured out, especially nobody in their 20s. If you ever feel alone, if you don't have it figured out and have no idea what you're doing, remember you can always come and sit right here next to me. And until next week, I am McKenna and this is Quarter Life Crisis Club.